Hello Sagittarius and welcome to my channel Green Line Goddess Tarot. This is your monthly reading for June and we are in your opposite sign Gemini. So let's see how that's going. Often it can be a bit kind of interesting when you have the opposite, you're in your opposite sign because it can bring up challenges, but if you meet that challenge or make some decisions around the challenge, then you can get a better result. So I find it's kind of interesting. And speaking of which, Five of Crystals. Persistence, new possibilities, and King of Feathers, logic and justice. So I feel like there's something that you're applying your mind to here. You're taking a good look at it. You are this beautiful line here in the King of Feathers, which is the King of Swords. It's an Aquarius energy or the King of Air. So we are dealing with an air sign, an air season in Gemini, but then we move into Cancer later in the month in June. But I feel like I just get this sense of I'm looking at something here. I'm looking at something like an issue in my life. And there's been a bit of conflict around this as the Five of Pentacles. So fives do represent that there's been a challenge or a conflict of some sort on the material realm, whether it's about how you're making money, the way you're making money, where you're living, something to do with your health. It's this sense of, I'm having a think about this, applying my logic, absolutely. And, I feel like, you're being like this lion, as in you are stepping into your integrity, you're stepping into your authority, stepping into some sort of leadership and taking charge here, but in a kind of like a very fair way. So fairness seems to be a very important issue with this. But I think the clarity with something that you've potentially been struggling with does come in here with this. So again, that's kind of what I was saying, that when you're in your opposite sign, it presents you with challenges, but it's like in Aries season, I really noticed Libra was getting all these amazing opportunities because Jupiter was in Aries, and I'm like, okay. So let's see what else is coming through. What's shifting and changing for you, Sagittarius? Sorry, Sagittarius, I've been away and I've just had a little bit of a mini cold and sore throat. So I'm just trying to kind of, if there's any edits, that's all it is. I'm just drinking water and trying to kind of get above it. So Pentacle 10, Venus, Virgo, and the Devil, Saturn, Capricorn, Mars. This is the thing that you're stuck on here, like the thing that has energy that's felt very stuck in your world. And, the 10 of Pentacles next to it would suggest that you're kind of a little bit over it. You're done with it. And it very much, again, to do with the material realm. So it definitely could be this sense of, a legacy of some sort that's coming through. It feels like when I tune into it, it feels like a shifting of, like you might have had a sense of, this feels like the thing I'm moving towards at this moment. Feels like it's got a lot of purpose for me at this moment in time. This feels like, my thing. But it might feel a little bit like, for whatever reason, how you're feeling about that or the energy around it is feeling a little bit like the Devil, like getting a bit stuck. So I feel like there's some sort of shift that's occurring around all of that. So interesting. And so let's see what else we've got for you. We've got the Strength card, Leo, and the Sun. So fellow fire sign coming in. The key always unlocks something of the Leo energy within you with this particular Strength card. Sun, Pluto, that's a very intense energy that's coming through with that. And Cup 5, Pluto, Scorpio reversed. So you've got the fives coming out. It's a sense of, challenges. This is an emotional challenge that's coming in that potentially you have internalized. It's something that with Pluto coming in, you expect the intensity to kind of notch up with this. So I feel like this is something that potentially you are internalizing or have internalized in some way, shape or form. And it's got the potential to be unlocked here and to be transformed. It is going to potentially take a lot of resilience and courage to do it, but there can be, again, some great rewards once this has been unlocked and the transformation can occur. So, interesting energy for you, Sagittarius. So I just wanted to let you know that, actually, I wanted to share this with you. I don't know if you know that I'm a Sagittarius rising, but my son, we had Mother's Day a couple of weeks ago here here in Australia. And for Mother's Day, he bought me the moons of Jupiter, Jupiter being the ruling planet of Sagittarius. So, and the little beautiful crystals. So I just wanted to show that to you because I've got it here now with me. The moons of Jupiter are here for this reading with us. So Sagittarius, I just wanted to let you know, let me make sure I'm not putting everything the wrong way up with this. Let's do it again. I just wanted to let you know that this reading is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. Always recommend to watch all three of your placements if you know where they are, because it gives you kind of a more holistic view of what's going on for you. I mean, your sun sign is usually the strongest, but the moon is more subjective, and rising sign is also very important. It's how you're seeing the world, on how people are seeing you. But I find sometimes like it kind of gives you more of an overall picture, but sometimes it's, you know, one might really resonate more than another, and it really depends on what's going on in your chart as well. Some things might be activated. The Seven of Cups here, the picture's not quite clear yet at this moment in time. So crossed by the Nine of Swords, and that might be a little bit stressful for you. So yes, so just this is a general reading. Sagittarius, just take what feels right, leave the rest. If it does really resonate, there will be an extended reading, and the link for that will be in the description box below. Okay, so let's see what else is coming through for Sagittarius. You want to be happy. Happiness is in the forefront of your mind. So there's all these, a sense that there's these kind of things that are especially emotionally or related to money and security. These sort of things are potentially on your mind. The Three of Swords is something that's been kind of wounding you or hurting you here. This could be actually a really great time to heal some wounds. The Ten of Swords, wow, okay. The Strength card, you've got double strength. So, and, you know, we've got the Lion, the Leo energy. The Lion came in with the King of Feathers. So I feel like something big is potentially being asked of you here. That when the Strength card comes in, it usually is when you are gathering your strength to either meet a challenge or to do something that you know you have to do, or you can feel that there's something coming and you're going to need your strength for it. Judgment, yeah, major review coming in for you. Death card, here's Pluto again around. So yeah, we're seeing Pluto playing a very, very very strong energy here for you of transformation coming in. The Eight of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, we like that. This is a little bit nicer and freer and, yeah, just beautiful energy when this is a little bit more intense, I have to say. Sagittarius, oh, here comes Jupiter, Wheel of Fortune. We like that. And one more, Queen of Swords. Okay, fantastic. The Queen of Air. We've got the King and the Queen of Air here, and also the Queen of Pentacles. Yes. So I think with the Queen of Pentacles coming in, this is stability, is kind of potentially fostering like an inner stability as well. The fact that that Five of Cups crowning you is reversed. That's more of an internalized energy that I'm reading that as. So this Queen of Pentacles being a queen, it is about what's going on in the divine feminine, more of like what's going on inside of you. And she's wanting to foster stability, comfort, security in some way into her life. So I feel like that's what this King of Feathers is doing, this beautiful lion. Here, and I always find this an interesting card because it's really the card of Aquarius, but it's got the lion on it, which is the Leo energy. It's the opposite sign. So again, I find that it's kind of probably poignant in that you're in your opposite sign. You're going to be dealing a lot with Gemini kind of energy here. So yeah, I feel like this King of Feathers is kind of looking at this situation as a whole, targeting a few things. And I kind of get with this Ten of Swords, this could actually be something quite physical for you. So I don't know if any of you are, I mean, this can manifest in things like the spine, the back, feeling, and it's a sense of support. The word I'm getting is feeling supported in some way, shape or form. So the things in your body that support you, so this can be hips and legs as well. It just depends on how you use your body. But so it really is about even neck, like, you know, you kind of supporting your neck, looking at a screen perhaps. But I feel like there's potentially a physical manifestation of an energy that's coming through here that you're working with. I mean, it's not going to be for all of you, but I'm really feeling that with that Ten of Swords. So it really is, I feel like the universe is posing this to you, and it's almost like you are rising to the challenge here, but you've kind of got to do it on your own. You got to find the strength within yourself here. As a situation, we've got the Seven of Cups. So this is an evaluation of sorts, an emotional valuation of what are the options in front of you. Something's not entirely clear yet. So even though you're kind of looking at it, the King of Feathers is looking for some sort of clarity so that you could move forward, maybe make some decisions or a plan of some sort. Emotionally, I think things aren't necessarily clear yet. So these emotions might be clouding you in some way about moving forward and making some of these decisions about some of these conflicts or challenges in your life at this moment. And crossed by the Nine of Swords, the King of Feathers is not going to be happy with that. The King and Queen of Swords want clarity, like I said, and so this could be quite stressful. The fact that there's some things that just aren't clear, or you're having major reevaluations about how you're feeling about a certain issue in your life or certain person, a certain situation. And I kind of get that there's more than one here. This is potentially two that are coming through here. So the Nine of Swords is a little bit stress, worry that comes in around it that's blocking it. Like there's something that's whirling around in your mind that you're not getting clear on here. This is, a lack of clarity that's coming through with it. So head and heart, neither of them are particularly clear on what's going on, and I feel like we're going around in loops. And that can actually happen sometimes in Gemini season. There's the overthinking that happens. It's like, whoa, here we are going around. So, no wonder that you're kind of thinking, in your conscious mind, you're thinking, I just want to be happy. I want happiness here. So that's kind of the goal. The King of Feathers is going, right, I'm looking at situations. I want to feel good. I want to feel happy. This is potentially something that is not fleeting. It's something that has a longer term energy around it, or, you want it to be feeling happier for a longer period. So, Ten of Cups in your conscious mind, that is happiness. What's happening deep down inside of you, we have the Three of Swords, and this is something's come up to the surface. This is the wound that's been there. It comes up to the surface to be cleared out. So it's the Three Swords that comes up to be exposed to the element of air, interestingly, being in Gemini season as well. And, it is this sense of we've got a lot of air and water here, so a lot of Gemini and Cancer energy we're going to be dealing with. And it really the air comes first, how you're processing, what you're learning about some of these feelings and emotions. And then when we hit Cancer season and move into that later, that's when you can really kind of sit into these emotions and go into the emotional nurturing that's needed. But it's almost like head needs to kind of work a few things out first. So this is what it is. The wound has come up to the element of air to be cleaned out, to be healed. So this is potentially something that, like I said, you've internalized that has hurt you. It could have been something somebody said or a situation. But it's interesting because the King of Feathers is very emotionally detached, or tries to emotionally detach from a situation and just kind of look at it logically or rationally. It's more of a rational energy. But there's all these emotions here that's kind of, it's almost like impossible to do that with this situation, which is actually okay because, you're strong here. You've got the Strength card coming in, and I feel like something is being deep down, with that Strength card is being unlocked, and it's showing you how strong you are. So I like how everything's about to shift and change with this as well. So in the recent past, we've got the Ten of Swords. This is a sense that you might have had to let something go here, or say no to something with the Ten of Swords. I mean, this is kind of an ending that has occurred in the element of air. So it may be that you kind of just have had to go, and it's completion. So this could even be, if somebody's graduated or finished a project or written the book or whatever it is, it could be that, it's something else, I'm done, I'm finished, I'm saying no to that. So the darkness is lifting, there is a new dawn here, but we can see that this character has been stabbed in the back 10 times. And so there's some kind of pain associated with something ending. So whether it, like I said, I kind of get a physical energy with it that comes through. So sometimes the Ten of Swords can represent betrayal as well. But however this is manifesting, a lot of, because we are getting to the tail end, because we've got all this Scorpio and Pluto energy, the South Node in Scorpio is at the very tail end. It changes sign, which the South Node is releasing old karma. It changes sign in July and moves into Libra. So it's kind of like this is the last of the old stuff that's coming up to be cleared out, that is very scorpionic, kind of plutonic, deep emotions that want to come out, that you've held on to, that want to be cleared and transformed. So yeah, the near future, the Strength card, it's going to require a sense of buckling down and just going, right, I need to be strong with this, and really understanding how strong you are as well. The fact you've got double strength, I think that you might even surprise yourself, but I just get this sense of like, yeah, I'm strong. I can deal with this in some way, shape or form, or I'm going to have to face my strength in some way, shape or form. So as you are turning up as the Judgment card, so the Judgment card is kind of, again, it's sort of like a process. It's like you're in the middle of a process. So imagine like somebody's died, say exactly. This is kind of like the metaphorical energy of it. You've gone through the Death card, and death is actually around you at this moment, the Death card, not maybe like next to the Ten of Swords. These are kind of big endings that are coming through here, and not necessarily, Death card represents endings and transformation and change, big cycles, endings. So the Judgment card actually is about something has ended, and let's review it and see, kind of go back over it. There's all these old things that are coming up here that need to be looked at, that you're getting messages about, that's ready to kind of be reviewed or released in some way, shape or form through the understanding. It's kind of like if someone's died and then they go through the life review and go through every single moment of their life, and they understand the purpose of that life. So it really feels like you're kind of understanding an old purpose. You're kind of wrapping up the cycle around an old sense of purpose and preparing for the new, because the Judgment card does represent clearing and cleaning out. So this is a great time to clear and clean out any energy in your life, whether it's energetic, physical, like physical detox, whether it's, cleaning. You might want to go through the sense of wanting to clean your house or clean your office or clean up some emotions within a relationship or clear the air in some way, shape or form. That's what the Judgment card does, because it's preparing for the new, which is the rebirth. And that's what comes through. It's very much the phoenix rising here with the Death card, a lot of Pluto and Scorpio energy, which is birth, death, rebirth. It's the phoenix. So you're very much in that cycle at this moment in time of a sense of really understanding that there is a lot of energy leaving you at this moment and ready to transform. Lots of major kind of energies of things ending, things beginning, and kind of, those kind of cycles coming through. So as your hopes and fears, we have the Eight of Cups. This is a character walking away from and emotionally detaching from a situation, very much like that King of Feathers there. Because something's not feeling right anymore. And it may have felt really, really fantastic. It may have felt right. May have had this real sense of this is what I need to be doing. This is my purpose. And suddenly it's like, why is this not feeling how it used to? I don't understand. So this is really like, the energy showing you that it's time to move on towards a new kind of purpose energy. There's new life purpose energy that you're kind of moving towards here. So that's, emotionally detaching and walking away in some ways, search for fulfillment. But here comes Jupiter. Speaking of Jupiter with the Wheel of Fortune. So the Nine of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Swords. I feel like you're making a very significant change here and liberating and freeing yourself. Freedom is the key word here. So really trust that feeling of where are you feeling like something's not feeling right anymore? Where are you seeking fulfillment and freedom? And this is where you can be very clear, like that Queen of Swords. She's not scared of communicating how she's feeling, what she wants, where she's going next, what she's resolved about this change that's coming in. And it's a personal expansion. The Nine of Pentacles, this character is free, fancy free. There's a lot of freedom in the Nine of Pentacles movement in the world, very independent because of all the work that they've done on the material realm. So we can see that's what the King of Feathers is doing, looking at the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Crystals there, going, right, I need to free myself from this situation here. And that's exactly what you do with this Nine of Pentacles. And this is a card of abundance in everyday life. So it can be more money coming in, but ultimately it's a sense of being a little bit freer on the material realm, which is nice. And next to the Wheel of Fortune, it's saying something's ready to expand and grow. And there's a new expansion that's coming through here that is associated with that, which is really lovely. So this is why I think we've got the Strength card, because I love how this Queen of Swords, she's got a head above the clouds, where it's no longer the Seven of Cups where everything was all clouded and you couldn't see. She's worked it out. And it's like the clarity, the inner resolve is there. She's no longer scared because she's got double strength. Her head's above the cloud of fear and doubt and confusion. And she's very, very clear about what she is communicating, putting out there to the world, whether it's talking to somebody else, whether it's talking to your guides, whether it's just purely you putting this, like, this is what I want to do, this is the change, this is how I'm expanding. She's super clear about that. So it's like this whole process that's gone on and that has been unlocked. But the root cause of it is like an emotional energy here. It's this Five of Cups, it's this Three of Swords, and that's the thing that kind of gets unlocked here. So there's no wonder with all this energy around this beautiful. So it feels like, really making resolve to expand and grow and make a change that brings more freedom. So it almost feels like a breakthrough, but it's kind of something you're creating within yourself. So it's interesting. And so there's no wonder that this Queen of Pentacles is there going, I want to nurture and nourish a sense of comfort and security amidst all this kind of change around at this moment in time. So I need to kind of feel comfortable with a situation and work out what I'm feeling, what sort of stability I need in my life. Because sometimes too much for Sagittarius is like stifling. It's like boring. It's like I need to get out and explore and do things and learn new things. I need to be free. But at the same time, if there's too much of that, then it can feel a little bit like ungrounding. So it's really finding the balance. This Queen of Pentacles is finding that balance there on the material realm. So there's so much happening for you here, Sagittarius. Let me get my affirmation cards. Okay, so we have, I'm willing to forgive. Okay. Forgiveness of myself and others releases me from the past. And that's actually what's happening here. You are being released from the past. Forgiveness is the answer to almost every problem. Forgiveness is a gift to myself. I love that. I forgive and I set myself free. That's exactly what you're doing here. You're setting yourself free. And from that old emotional thing that you've kind of internalized and held on to. So let's see what the energy is supporting that anyway. So let's see what is coming in with the charms. Very nice. The cat. Okay. This cat is perfect, I think, because we've got the big lions coming in, the big, having to be strong and all this sort of stuff, put on a bit of bravado, perhaps, appear stronger than you're feeling. That can often happen. And step into more of a kind of, like I said, stepping into a challenge. But at the end of the day, it's like when you free yourself, you can come back to being this really cute, lovely pussycat here that goes, you know what, I just want to do what I want like a cat. I make my own rules. I want to feel good, looking good, feeling good. You've got these like accessories. It's got a little scarf on, and It may be that you might want to go shopping and buy a few things just to kind of look good, feel good in some way, shape or form. But it's like, I'm not the big scary. The situation doesn't have to be the big scary lion. Yes, I can meet that and be that if I have to. But when at the end of the day, when I'm just having fun and being free, I'm this little lovely pussycat here. And so it really is like the cat, this little cat's kind of free. It feels like that's more inner child. The lion's, like I said, meeting the challenge, those inner reserves. But then once you don't have to do that anymore, you can come back to just having a little bit more fun and inner childlike energy of just, yeah. So that's it, Sagittarius. That's your reading. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now. We're going to see what's coming in the near future. We have the sense that this Queen of Swords is possibly saying yes to something. That's sometimes what happens with the Queen of Swords. The Ten of Swords and the Death card, this is all very much a no, an ending. And this is the new that she's saying yes to, this Queen of Swords, this inner resolve, that she's saying yes to something changing, yes to change, yes to freedom of some sort. So let's see the consequences of that, of where that is going, because it feels like with your planetary ruler Jupiter coming in, that would be supported in some way, shape or form. So we're going to look into the near future, the future beyond. We're going to ask any clarifiers. We're going to ask the best way to work with the energy to get to this outcome. And because it feels a little bit like a breakthrough in a way. And yeah, that's all. So that's all in the extended reading. Love it if you come check that out. The link for that is in the description box below. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments, of course. And yeah, take care.